The word truth itself means to be faithful. Truth itself is being connected to the reality of fact. It is costly when we are not truthful.
We have to embrace the need to be honest about where we have been as a culture, where we have been as a church, where we have been as Christians, where we are now, and where we're going.
This country and this diocese is founded on racism.
Whose ancestral land was this that our church was built upon?
The Diocese of Virginia is descended from the Church of England, and the Church of England in the colonization of this country not only held slaves and built its churches with slave labor and made money off of the backs of slavery, but also actually created the language of white supremacy to justify slavery.
That means that our church was foundational in creating the theological and legal justifications for race-based enslavement in Virginia and English North America.
Preaching and teaching that this was okay, and we were filling our coffers.
And so, my personal connection to the history of slavery within the Episcopal Diocese of Virginia is generational.
If we reconcile ourselves, then we accept what has been wrong, and we then can right that and move forward.
Once I saw what had been hidden from me for so long in my life, that there is a difference with how we treat people of color and how the white part of our population is treated, I couldn't unsee that. And I wanted to do something to change that.
We are all affected and are both beneficial givers and receivers of repairs in our relationship.
We are called to be repairers of the breach.
During our 227th annual convention, we passed the resolution that created the Truth and Reparations Task Force and also set up the fund for reparations. And that Sunday following convention, I shared this news with my congregation. There were a number of people that expressed their concerns and surprise and even shock about what we as the diocese had done.
Reparations is more than just having a fund. If that's all we do, then the truth is not in us, and we have not acted on the truth.
The reparations component represents an attempt to answer the question of, well, what do we do with that truth?
A lot of folks want to think about this work as monetary, that it's all about a cash flow or cash, giving checks in that way. And to be sure, the money is important. It's an important arm of being able to exercise this work of justice. But the real work is the transformation of people's hearts and minds. It's softening folks in such a way that they can reckon with the church's complicity, the church's story.
So Truth and Reconciliation is about the reality of our spiritual life, our ethical life, our historical life, and our future life.